What is one real trick that companies don't want you to know? I used to work at a PC repair shop and had to call HP warranty support in India almost every day. Talking with someone using a script plus language barrier equals aggravating and time consuming. I learned that if you select the option for Spanish you get transferred to a call center in Texas. From the you can just speak English. Genius. Until one day you're sent to Mexico, then you're followed a holy guacamole, thanks for the yup. That's because most places that hire Spanish-speaking technicians are hiring bilingual ones. We actually told some of our customers that when they called our tech support department when I worked at an old router support company. You know the Mr. Clean magic erasers that are so awesome? They are just melamine foam, which you can buy unbranded in bundle packs of 3,100 on eBay and Amazon for less than 25 cents each. I used to work for a gas station on the side. When our tanks were filled, the truck would go down the street resupplying all of the stations. People bitch about gas being bad from one brand, but it all came from the same refinery. I used to work at a call center that handled people canceling services. We were paid based on how many people we saved from canceling compared with the total number of potential saves. However, certain times customers didn't count as potential saves. These people we just needed to get off the phone ASAP. If you want to cancel a service, you want to not be a potential save. To do this, I suggest stating that you are moving to another country. Canceling cable. Say you're moving to the United Arab Emirates. It'll take 2 minutes. If you're a freelancer in the UK, some companies either don't know or don't want you to know that you can bill them interest for late payments. Late payment. Clients who pay late must by law pay compensation and penalty interest. The Late Payment of Commercial Debt, Interest, Act, 1988. Was amended in 2002 to include fixed penalties in addition to interest. For debt of less than £1,000 the penalty is £40, rising to £70 for debts up to £9,999.99 and £100 above that. Interest is payable at 8% over Bank of England base rate. The penalties and interest now apply to all businesses regardless of size. The payment clock starts ticking when you deliver the work, or on the day when your client has notice of the amount they owe you, whichever is the later. The client then has 30 days to pay, unless the freelance and the client agree on a reasonable alternative period. Clients must not pressure freelancers or attempt to impose unreasonable payment terms. Be clear when you invoice for work that payment is due within 30 days. The UK government suggests this form of words on invoices. We understand and will exercise our statutory right to interest and compensation for debt recovery costs under the late payment legislation if we are not paid according to agreed credit terms. But the law applies whether or not you mention it on an invoice. Copies of the official guide should be available from the government and industry. Just because a store is branded as a certain company doesn't mean it's owned and operated by that company. For example, if you don't like Shell gas and decide to go to the Exxon down the street, Shell may still own and operate that store but fly Exxon's flag. They just pay Exxon a small fee to keep their branding up. My stepbrother used to work for a company that owned gas stations. He had a hell of a time when the BP oil spill happened. The store owners at BP stations were losing business when they really had very little to do with the actual BP company. Some didn't even get any gas derived from BP oil. Christ, we can't even vote with our wallets. You know how it's almost impossible to get scammers to stop calling? Well, almost. I'm 100% convinced there are black market phone lists floating around, because I'm almost positive I got myself removed from at least one of them, because practically overnight I stopped getting scam calls from a wide variety of different scams, and with one simple trick. Hold on a second, I have to turn on the recording for the FCC. Obviously this only works in the US, but you could substitute your local regulatory agency and it would probably work just as well. The dude hung up so fast it wasn't even funny, and I never got any more calls from that scam, and I stopped getting calls from different scams pretty quickly after I created this trick. Also effective is to pretend they're calling into a made-up tech support line. Immediately ask them for their name and last 4 digits of their social. Make it believable, and you can definitely confuse the hell out of them. People who call me play by my rules. Welcome to the funhouse, bitch. Similarly, you can twist it around and try to sell them something. This is literally the best way to work on your sales pitch. Bed Bath & Beyond coupons never expire. Fucking bevers. Hello everyone. Currently I am an associate at BB&B and would like to clarify some things. Yes, we can use expired coupons but only the paper ones we send out in the mail. We cannot accept an expired email coupon. The computer does it for us. There is nothing I can do. With the new paper coupons that start at a 20% and go to a 10% after a certain date, will remain at a 10% after expiration. Another thing about coupons, we can use as many as you want, as long as you have that many items. That is, you have 6 20%/10% coupons, we can use them on 6 items of any price. It gets a little confusing with the $5 off $15 coupon. If you are combining a 20% coupon with a $5 off $15 coupon and you have 2 items, the 20% will come off of the highest price item automatically with any transaction. But if your second item is under $14.99, we can't use the $5 off $15. The coupon applies to the remaining total price, which has to reach the cutoff limit of $14.99. That's part of the reason why we have cheaper item up at the registers. We try to get you the best deal possible with their coupons, but some people insist that the way they planned it out will save them the most money. You can designate your coupons to certain items, but I promise you that we are trained to save you as much as we can with the knowledge we have. If you are wanting to order from our website, this is the beyond part. We can look up pretty much anything and there is a 95% chance we can find it on our website. Yes, we have mattresses and chicken coops. Come in store. We can save you the hassle. We can waive the shipping fee. If you order at home and your total is under $49.99, there will be a shipping fee. And if you aren't being a total asshat, we can apply 20% coupons at no expense to the stockpiled ones in your car. Here's a freebie. You know our towel room? The towels that are above a normal arm's reach are faked out. It's just one towel wrapped around a styrofoam, not sure if I spelled that right, block that has grooves in it to make it look like 4 towels. Edit 3, just thought of another thing. We fold all of our towels a certain way, so if anyone feels the need to unfold them and be gracious to try and refold them and put them back, just don't. I will try to take some pictures on my shift today to show you all what I mean. I've never paid full price for SiriusXM radio. I received a free year with the purchase of my car. After that year was up, they called me up to renew at something like $20/mo. Why would I pay you $20/mo to listen to whatever you send me, when I could pay $10/mo to Spotify and listen to whatever I want? Sir, we can offer you 6 months of SiriusXM for $20. Would you be interested in that? Yep. I don't want to be auto-billed, invoice me. I've performed this dance every 6 months for the past 3 years. I had a locksmith tell me that I could not program my own fit chipped key using 2 original keys and my Jeep's computer, and that I either had to have him do it or pay even more at a dealership to have them do it, and buy a chipped key from him for $30. I knew better. I bought an $8 chipped key off eBay, programmed it myself using instructions online. The seller also sent me programming instructions, and had it physically copied at that same locksmith for $2. Also, there were instructions in the Jeep's owner's manual. Note, the way the computer programs the key is that you basically insert the first original key, turn the ignition on, then the second original key, and then the new key that then gets programmed. I also had a non-chipped key that I had made earlier, just to open the Jeep's doors, and taped that key to the chipped blank key to fool the Jeep's computer into thinking that the chipped key was being inserted. Locksmith would have charged me upwards of $80 when I did it myself for about $12. Locksmiths hate me. You're lucky. When I needed an extra key for my car, the dealer wanted to charge me $500 total. $100 for the key, $50 to cut it, $50 to program it with the alarm, $300 to program it to the AQ for transponder. I ended up getting a $50 key with a transponder and chips on eBay and a $100 transponder programmer. There are tons of free services that give you the ability to create a throwable email, disposable email, so you can sign, confirm the email, without having to use your own email. Edit. One that I'm using regularly is disposable.com, from the old team that was managing mine in over